Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, welcome into this Monday night evening's game between Evangel Lightning and the East Central Patriots. We are picking up here in the top of the first. We have one out, and Rayleigh Curtis is your batter. He's going to fly one deep to left. The left fielder is going to be underneath it to make the catch. So that's going to be the second out here to start out the top of the first. Coming to you from Pinson, Alabama tonight. Zach Grossman, number 27, going to be your batter here with two outs in the top of the first. Seegers is going to be your pitcher for East Central. First pitch from Seegers to Grossman is going to be high and outside, 1-0. Pitch to Grossman. Tries to check his swing. He does. So it's going to be 2-0. That third pitch is going to be upstairs. So the count's now 3-0 to number 27, Zach Grossman. So Seegers falling way behind in the count to Grossman here with two outs. No score. Curveball. Grossman hits this one deep. It's going to be out of here into the trees. So Seegers hangs a 3-0 curveball to Zach Grossman, and he sits tight, weight back, and just drives it into the trees between left field and center. So Evangel is going to be up 1-0 here to start this ball game out in the top of the first. You hear the reaction from the home side dugout. Number 44, Asher Evans, stepping up into the box here with two outs. Evangel in the lead, 1-0. First pitch to Evans, strike from Seegers. That second pitch, swing and a miss by Evans. So Seeger ahead in the count, 0-2 here with two outs. That pitch missed outside. Looked like it may have been a little curveball, so 1-2 is going to be the count here on Asher Evans. Kemp Swords, number 11 on deck. Evans is going to foul this one over the first base head. I believe it's going to get out of play. Right fielder gives it chase, but it is outside of the fence, so the count's going to remain 1-2. One-two pitch, going to be a ball outside. Looked like that was a fastball that missed low. So 2-2, the count here on 4-4 Evans. That last pitch caught him leaning a little bit to protect the plate. He fouls it straight back. Two-two count to Evans. Seeger's pitch on the way. Evans going to foul it right back into the backstop. Still going to be even at 2-2. Camera placement is going to be, it is what it is probably for tonight, because there's just not a great place here at this park to do the camera. So Evans grounds out to third base. He makes the play, but he does not make the throw. So Evans on a 2-2 pitch grounds out to third base. Hurt third baseman fields it, but he throws it high over to the first baseman, who gets pulled off the bag, and Evans is able to make it safely to first on that error by the third baseman. So Kemp Swords, number 11 now, is in the box here with 2 outs. Got a man on first and Asher Evans. First pitch to Swords, going to be high and outside. 1-0. Swords getting the signals from Coach Smith. We got Casey Gables, number 22, on deck. Asher Evans takes his lead. That curveball is a chopper to third base. He fields it. He throws it. He's going to get Swords out. So Swords hits a chopper to third to end the top of the first here, but not before Evangel picks up 1 run on Zach Grossman's solo shot between center and left. So we will be rolling to the bottom of the first here shortly. Looks like Will Welch, number 7, is going to be on the mound tonight for the Lightning. Looks like Casey Gables is going to be playing first. Looks like Aiden Cranford is going to be in right field. Caleb Cranford going to be behind the plate. Asher Evans going to be at third. Kemp Swords going to be playing shortstop. So Grossman's actually playing second base. Trey Hope looks to be the center fielder. And then rounding it out, it's going to be Rayleigh Curtis in left. So that's going to be your diamond to start out this game here for the Lightning. First batter here for East Central is going to be 41, Barksdale. So Barksdale will be facing Will Welch here to start off the bottom of the first here shortly. Evangel in the lead, 1-0, off of Zach Grossman's solo shot. Pretty nice evening weather-wise. We flirted with a little light rain and some thunderstorms away from the park earlier today, but it didn't quite make it into our area, so we were able to pretty much get this game started a little ahead of time. The JV played before. They played a tough game, but they end up losing that one by 1 in 5 innings. So the varsity is looking to take a win back with them tonight. This is the last regular season game, actually, for the varsity. Then we have about a week break, and then we go to the state championship, which is going to be held at the Sportsplex at Evangel. So the first pitch from Welch going to be upstairs. That's a fastball that missed, 1-0. Barksdale, number 41, the batter here in the box for East Central. 1-0 pitch from Welch. Going to be in the dirt and outside. Going to make it 2-0 to Barksdale. Welch delivers. Fastball popped to the right side. Aiden Cranford trying to hustle up to it, but it's going to hit in front of him outside in the foul territory. So the count is going to remain 2-1 on Barksdale. Will Welch, a senior for Evangel. That pitch was a fastball that got fouled off by Barksdale, so that's going to even up this count here at 2-2. Welch getting his signal. 2-2 pitch is on the way. That's going to be a fastball that hits in the dirt. Actually gets by Cranford to the backstop. So now we have a 3-2 count here. So full count, Welch versus Barksdale. Here we go. Barksdale rips it to left field. Rayleigh Curtis is there to field it up, to throw it back into the shortstop, Kemp Swords. So Barksdale getting a single to left to start out the bottom of the first for East Central. It's going to bring up number 10 is your batter here next. Delgato. So Delgato stepping in the box here for East Central. Barksdale taking his lead on first. Evangel up 1-0 on a Zach Grossman solo home run shot in the top of the first. No outs here in the bottom of the first. East Central has a runner on first. Batter has a 1-0 count. That's going to even it out to 1-1. You may hear lots of kids behind me. We're actually playing at a city park here in Pinson. That fastball misses on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 now is the count to Delgato. Fastball threw it right by him. Going to even it up at 2-2. Barksdale taking his lead on first. Welch looking him over. That ball's fouled away, so the count's still going to remain 2-2. So the 2-2 to Delgato on the way. Upstairs, 3-2. No scoreboard at all, so having to work off of straight memory and the Game Changer app to keep up with the score stats and strikes and balls and outs. That ball's going to be slow and outside, so Delgado's going to draw the walk here with no outs. That's going to move Barksdale from first to second. Barksdale hit a rip of a single to left field to start the game out in the bottom of the first for East Central. So Will Welch, your pitcher, has Weems, number 75, the batter here, with 2 runners on. First and second, no outs. That fastball is a strike. So Weems, first pitch, strike on the outside part of the plate. Welch having to check 2 runners. That ball is going to be flown out. Looks like it's going to be out of play. Curtis giving it a chase, but he runs out of room. So 0-2 is the count here on Weems. No outs. Bottom of the first. Evangel in the lead, 1-0. 0-2 pitch upstairs. Looked like that one almost slipped out of his hand a little bit. So 1-2 is now the count on Weems. One-two pitch, fouled back. Hits the top of the concession stand, so the count's going to remain 1-2. Got him. So Weems swings at that third strike fastball and misses. That's going to be the first out here in the bottom of the first. It's going to bring up number 00 for East Central. Still 2 runners on. Nice fastball by Welch. Threw it right by him. So 0-1 is going to be your count on the batter. It's going to be Taylor. That's his name. Welch, pickoff move to second. Grossman swings back to the bag from his second base position. Runner is able to get back safely. So the 0-1 pitch to Taylor on the way. Going to be upstairs, going to even it out, 1-1. That fastball, swing and a miss. 1-2. Welch looking to get out of the jam here. He's got 2 outs to go. East Central only has 1 out here, as they're flirting with a man on first and second, trying to recapture that first run that Evangel got. That ball's going to miss inside. It's going to bring the count to 2-2 now. Welch has thrown 22 pitches so far here. That ball's going to be popped up. Caleb Cranford's going to give it a look. Actually, Will Welch calls him off. So Welch calls Cranford off to make that play. So that's going to be 2 down here in the bottom of the first. So nice job by Welch to go ahead and call Cranford off, because it's tough to pop up out of that catcher position sometimes with that spin on the ball and see it out here, especially when it's not totally dark and we're really operating just with lights that are just now coming on. So number 25, Wadsworth, is going to be your batter here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. East Central with runners on first and second. Curveball, called a strike. Nice pitch by Welch there. The 0-1 to Wadsworth, fastball. Caught the corner, 0-2. So Welch way ahead on Wadsworth. Looking to retire him possibly with this pitch or the next. Get out of this jam here. There it is. The curveball from Will Welch catches Wadsworth swinging. He misses. So Evangel is going to escape without having to give up any runs after a man was on first and second by East Central with no outs. So we are going to move to the top of the top of the second, with Evangel still in the lead here. Casey Gable's going to be your batter here when play resumes for the Lightning. KC, number 22, playing first base this evening. KC, a senior, using the good old pencil bat here this evening. We have the catcher, Caleb Cranford, on deck. Barksdale still going to be the pitcher. Actually, this is not Barksdale. Trying to figure out who number 20 is on the mound. Game changer's just not fast enough for me. All right, umpire puts his mask on. We're officially starting the top of the second. Casey Gables is your batter. Evangel leads 1-0. First pitch, check swing. Umpire calls it a strike anyway. So 0-1 to Gables to start out the top of the second. Seegers is the pitcher still on the mound for East Central. He started the game. Gables flies this ball out of play over towards the batting cages. 0-2 is going to be the count on KC Gables. So Seegers has thrown 18 pitches so far. Gave up a home run to Zach Grossman in the first inning. That pitch is a little high upstairs. I believe the count is going to be 1-2 now. That curveball's in the dirt before it got to the plate. Gables was able to lay off. Going to even it out here at 2-2. Gables hits a single to center to start out here. Top of the second for the Lightning, bringing up Caleb Cranford, the catcher. Carter Norris, going to be your own deck batter. Cranford getting his signals from Coach Tim Smith. Seegers having to work from the stretch now that Casey Gables singled to start off this inning. Throws back over. Gables is back safely. First pitch to Cranford, upstairs and outside, 1-0. Cranford swinging and missing at that pitch. It's going to even it out, 1-1. It looked like that may have been some type of off-speed pitch that got Cranford to swing there. Gables with his lead on first. Seegers throws back. Gables back on the back. So 1-1 is the count on Caleb Cranford, number 17 here in the box for the Lightning. There goes Gables. Swing and a miss by Cranford. Gables is in safely. So credit Gables with a stolen base. I'm not sure if that was a hit and run. Cranford swung. It came up empty. So that's going to make it 1-2 with no outs here. Top of the second. Evangel has a runner in scoring position. They lead 1-0. Cranford swings at that pitch and misses, so he's going to go down swinging for the first out here in the top of the second. It's going to bring up number 16, Carter Norris, looking to drive Casey Gables home, who singled to center to start off this inning. First pitch to Norris, upstairs. Gables has a pretty big lead out there. Second pitch to Norris. That's going to be upstairs. So 2-0. It's going to be the count on Carter Norris here with one out. In the top of the second, Evangel in the lead, 1-0. Seegers fastball. Swung and a miss by Norris. That's going to bring the count to 2-1. Norris had a good swing on that. Just tried to overpower it and just missed it. That fastball actually just missed inside. Looked pretty good from where I'm at, but the umpire does not call it for Seegers. So 3-1 now. It's going to be the count on Norris. He's going to foul that ball off. That's a good-looking swing he's got there. Just missing it. It's going to create a full count here for Carter Norris. He's going to have to go for it, and that was good. Just caught him looking. Called a strike. So Carter Norris goes down looking on the last court curveball to have out number 2 here. It's going to bring up your pitcher, Will Welch. Seegers worked his way to 32 pitches so far. That pitch gets by the catcher. Casey Gable's going to advance from second to third. So Welch looking to help himself out here with an 0-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the second. It's got Trey Hope, number 2, in the batter's box. Excuse me, on deck, batter's box. That ball swung and missed. A little late swinging at that one. 1-1 now. It's the count on Welch. Curveball. Called a strike. 1-2 now is the count on Welch. That's going to be a chopper. Third baseman's going to make the play barehanded. Throws it to first. And it looks like he pulled his foot. So Will Welch going to make it to first on the pulled foot by the first baseman. The coach for East Central is going to come out here and challenge it. Casey Gables actually is going to make it to the plate. So 2-0 here in the top of the second with 2 outs. Ben Davis coming on as speed-up runner for the pitcher, Will Welch. So Welch hits a chopper to third base. The third baseman actually made a fantastic barehand. He could have used his glove, but he barehanded the ball, kind of threw it a little off balance on the run, pulled the first baseman off to the right side of the bag towards right field, just a tad. The umpire said he pulled his foot. So that allowed Will Welch to make it to first and Casey Gables to come in for the second run of the game. Umpire does not have his mask on right now, so we're waiting on him. Throws it on. Trey Hope, number 2, now your batter. There goes Welch. He's going to steal that base easy. So credit Will Welch with a stolen base. That last pitch was upstairs high. So Hope now sitting with Will Welch on second base with an 0-1 count here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Evangel in the lead, 2-0. That ball's going to be in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher to keep that ball from going to the backstop. 1-1. Or possibly 2-0, maybe the account here. Hope squares, but he pulls back. Welch steals third base. So the catcher makes a throw to the third baseman. Coach for East Central is warning the coach not to come out of the dugout again and question the calls. He's coming out on the field saying he's terrible. Looked like Will Welch got in there with a nice slide. Dove in head first, but it kind of come in a round position. He came in from the left field side with his arm hitting the outside part of the bag. So Hope is going to draw a walk here. So Rayleigh Curtis, your left fielder now, getting his signal from Coach Smith. Got a man on first and third, 2 outs here. Looking to drive this run in here. Zach Grossman on the batter's box. Looks like we're getting a rundown. Trey Hope is getting in a rundown. He's going to let Ben Davis score. Trey Hope's going to get there. So nice job confusing the defense a little bit. Hope was on first. He intentionally got himself in a rundown. They bit. He was able to keep them in a rundown long enough for Ben Davis to score from third base, and then Hope ended up making it to second. So East Central not being able to execute that play really at all. So Rayleigh Curtis swings and hits a single. Actually, ball's fielded by the shortstop. Made a play, and he's pumped him out. So nice play by the shortstop. I thought that was going to get by him, but he was playing Rayleigh a little more shaded towards third base, and he was playing him sort of on the grass because this is a little smaller field. So he had Rayleigh played perfectly. Made a great throw over to first base and got him. But not before Evangel picks up 2 runs here in the top of the second to make it 3-0. Looks like Will Welch is still going to be the batter. Excuse me, is still going to be the pitcher. Been a long day. So Will Welch is still going to be the pitcher. East Central taking their time here. Possibly to allow maybe one of the assistant coaches or possibly the head coach to have a little chat with him between innings here. Number 14 is going to be your batter here for East Central. Start the bottom of the second. Pitch to Welch. Pitch from Welch is in the dirt, so it's going to be 1-0. So Best is going to be the batter. He's got a 1-0 count on him. Takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. Hearing that my sound could be going in and out, so let me see if I can check some settings. Not sure why that is. I just may not have as good a connection. Let me do a little mic check here. Check one, check one, check one, check one. That pitch is going to be grounded right back to Will Welch. He fields it cleanly. He's going to throw it over to Casey Gables for the out. Well, I'm not sure exactly why the sound is cutting in and out, folks. So I will do my best between innings to try to see if I can do something to possibly fix this. That last pitch is going to be a strike. Mic check, mic check. I believe we just have a poor Verizon connection. That fastball swung and a miss. So number 33 is going to go down swinging. That was Allison. So that's going to bring up number 20. Two outs here, the bottom of the second. First pitch upstairs, swing and a miss, though. 0-1. So this is going to be Seegers, your pitcher. He's going to swing and a miss. 0-2. That fastball's fouled right back to the screen. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss. So Seegers goes down swinging for the third out in the bottom of the second. So that's going to bring us to the top of the third here with Evangel in the lead 3-0. So Zach Grossman going to be your batter here, number 2-7, to start out the top of the third. Grossman homered his first at bat. That first pitch is going to be a curveball for a strike. So 0-1 to start out the top of the third on Grossman. Curveball misses outside, so 1-1 now is going to be the count. Curveball in the dirt. Big swing. Fouls it back. Catcher calling for a timeout here. adjusting his cleats. Looks like he's tying a shoe. Pitch to Grossman. He's going to foul that back. Two. It's going to be the count. He's going to hit a chopper to shortstop who could not handle it. So that's probably going to be accredited an error on the shortstop, though I do not have the book, so I have no idea if that's going to be true or not. But the shortstop really was there. He just didn't get his glove down. Not sure if he just didn't see the ball or what. Nonetheless, Zach Grossman is your base runner with no outs in the top of the third. Evangel leading 3-0. Asher Evans, number 44, your batter in the box. Pitcher just overthrows the first baseman's head to try to get Grossman back, so Grossman's going to be held at second after the advance from first to second on the ball thrown from the pitcher over the first baseman's head. I really hate my live feed is coming in and out, according to a source. That first pitch upstairs to Asher Evans. Pitcher wheels around, throws it back to second. Grossman slides back in. Easy. So Evans 0 for 1 so far today. Swing and misses. His whole left hand comes off of the bat there, and he ends up really just holding on to the bat with a one hand. Happens to be the right hand. Oh, Grossman gets caught in between second and third. They're going to try to get him in the rundown. And he's going to be tagged out. So Zach Grossman got caught between second and third. East Central executes, ends up getting him in the rundown, tags him out as he dives into third base. So that's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the third. One count to Asher Evans. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. Fastball caught him looking. So Evans going to go down looking on that third strike for out number 2 here in the top of the third. Going to bring up Kemp Swords, your shortstop here, number 11. Curve ball for a strike. 0-1. So Swords 0 for 1 this evening as well. Fastball brushes him back. 1-1 is the count now on Swords. Curveball hits short of the plate. 2-1 is the count. Swords hits a shot to first base. He has a hard time fielding it, but he ends up essentially bobbling it a little bit, keeps it in front of him, and was able to tag the base before Swords got down there. So nice play by the first baseman. That wraps up the top of the third. No runs by Evangel. We'll have East Central coming up here shortly to kick off the bottom of the third. Looks like Will Welch is still going to be your pitcher for the Lightning. He started this game. Nice evening here at the ballpark, 74 degrees. Clouds have moved on out of here. Very overcast earlier in the day when the JV was playing. Weather sort of blew out of here about the time the varsity started. So this should be a regular scheduled 7-inning game, assuming that no runs are scored enough to make it a shorter game at some point in the next couple innings. So Caleb Cranford with your throw down on the last warm-up pitch. Going to bring up number 26 for East Central to start out the bottom of the third. Evangel leading 3-0. Fastball swung and a miss by number 26 there. So the first pitch from Welch here in the bottom of the third was a fastball. Threw it right by the batter. Same pitch, but this is popped up. Center fielder's going to call it. He makes the catch. I believe that is Trey Hope playing center field this evening. It is indeed. So Trey Hope gets underneath that ball, hauls it in for out number 1. The last batter was Jet. So I'm a little delayed on getting my information on Game Changer, so that tells me my signal is probably weak, which is creating the buffering and sometimes not being able to really hear me situation, which I hate that. Nothing worse for y'all and me. That pitch is swung and a miss. It's going to be Barksdale. So 0-1 count to Barksdale. Will Welch is up to 43 pitches now. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Barksdale 1 for 1. That pitch is in the dirt. 1-2. Now the count on Barksdale. Not a bad looking pitch by Welch. He just didn't get the call. Going to even it out 2-2. Well, runner is being steered to first, so not sure exactly what that was about. I missed it. Hold on now. Coach Smith now is calling timeout. It wasn't a full count. So I think our coaches are saying, Blue, come on. It was not a full count. I didn't have a full count in my head. However, We're not the decision makers on that one. So runner does advance to first on the walk. One out. Welch's fastball's fouled off. It's going to be with Delgato, number 10. Lots of noise out here, so I'm sure that is not helping. Oh, Welch throws a easy one over to first base. When I say easy, just a little light toss that hit short of Casey Gables and almost got by him. Fastball fouled off. 0-2. It's going to be the count now. Pitch underway here to Del Degato. Curveball looked good. Doesn't get the call. 1-2. It's now the count on Degato. Pitching coach Greg Warren did not like that call. Fastball got him looking. So Welch, grateful that he got that call to strike. So 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Evangel leading 3-0 over East Central. Number 75 is now the batter. There is a runner on first, though. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Weems is your batter. 0-2 is on. Weems has a 0-2 count on him. Stays alive by fouling that ball off. Oh, 2, got him looking. So Will Welch with a strikeout there on Weems to end the bottom of the third. Evangel still in the lead, 3-0. We're going to move to the top of the fourth here. So Casey Gables, your first baseman, looks to be the first batter here to start out the top of the fourth. Casey Gables, number 22, stepping in the box here to start the top of the fourth. First pitch to Gables on the way. Curveball, strike. 0-1. Gables squares, pulls it back. However, the ball is upstairs. Called a ball, 1-1. Gables is 1 for 1 this evening. He hits a little fly to third base. Third baseman was right there to catch it, so out number 1. So Gables hitting a little looper that the third baseman has no problem with. Going to bring up Caleb Cranford, catcher. First pitch to Cranford is going to be a ball outside. Cranford 0 for 1 this evening. Tries to check his swing. Guess he did. 2-0 is the count now on Caleb Cranford. That curveball was outside and low. However, umpire rang him up on that one. So 2-1 now is going to be the count. That pitch misses inside. 3-1. Upstairs, Cranford's going to draw the walk. It's going to bring up Carter Norris, number 16. Looks like Hudson Walker, number 21, is going to be the speed-up runner for Caleb Cranford. Walker takes his lead. Catcher throws down. Walker's back. That pitch to Carter Norris, I believe, was a ball. Oh, 1. The count on Norris. Pitcher throws back over. Makes Hudson Walker dive back in. Norris bunts. He lays a nice one down. Pitcher throws it over his shoulder. Carter Norris runs into the first baseman, not intentionally. He just happens to, because they lined at the same time. Carter trying to help him out. Coach coming out to talk about that. Feeling a little bit of a raindrop or two hit me on the hand. So Carter Norris going to get a hit out of that. Nice bunt. The pitcher had to quickly come up and retrieve. Had to really throw over Carter's shoulder. He was the runner. First baseman tried to make the grab, but about the time that Norris hit the base, the first baseman happened to be right in his way, and they just collided. But it looks like the first baseman is okay. Hudson Walker did advance from first to third on that. All right, looks like number 3, Wesley Sims, is going to be the speed-up runner for Carter Norris. So Evangel has men on first and third here in the top of the fourth with one out. Will Welch, your pitcher, is your batter. Leading 3-0. Surely hope it does not start raining out here because I have all this equipment and I do not like to get it wet. So the pitcher fakes the throw to third over to Hudson and then throws it to first. All runners are back safely. Welch bunts it right back to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to throw it to first. Runner is going to score. So give Will Welch credit on the RBI bunt. Scores Hudson Walker from third. 2 outs now, top of the fourth. Wesley Sims is on second base. He advanced over from first to second on that bunt by Will Welch. Trey Hope playing center field this evening is your batter. Takes the ball upstairs. Hope tries to check a swing. I believe it was a strike anyway, so the umpire does call that fastball a strike. So 1-1 now. It's the count on Hope. Up, runner catches Wesley Sims leaning. Wesley still, they end up tracking him down for the out. So Sims got caught in between second and third. Did his best on the rundown, but could not quite get back before he was tagged in the back for the third out here in the top of the fourth. So Evangel scoring 1 run that inning to make it 4-0. Will Welch still going to be the pitcher on the mound. So getting ready to start the bottom of the fourth here. Evangel in the lead 4-0. East Central getting ready to put a batter in the box. Sprinkling, starting up now. Hopefully this will not develop any more than that. 00 is your batter here. Swing and a miss. Will Welch head of the batter 0-1 here to start off the bottom of the fourth. Batter hits the ball to left field. Rayleigh Curtis underneath it. Nice play by Rayleigh Curtis to come pretty much over to the fence to make that play. Number 25 is your batter here for East Central. It's going to be Wadsworth. Fastball from Welch, swing and a miss. Wadsworth 0 for 1 this evening. That pitch is a strike. Looked like it was a fastball right down the middle. Nice pitch. He didn't get the call, but not a bad spot. 1-2. Welch was ahead 0-2 on that count through a fastball that missed low and outside, so now the count's going to be 1-2. Got him. Welch catches Wadsworth looking. That ball happened to be an inside fastball that just stood him in his place. So credit Will Welch with the strikeout. Going to bring up number 14 here with 2 down on the bottom of the fourth. Batter tries to check his swing. He's not able to. That ball's going to be grounded out to second baseman. Grossman going to field it off the hop and throw the runner out for the third out. We have now completed 4. Evangel still in the lead 4-0. I'm going to adjust my scoreboard to move us going to the top of the fifth. Hopefully my audio may be a little better now. I'm not sure. I made a couple tweaks, but I don't think I'm getting the strength of the hot box signal that I need out here at this park. Rayleigh Curtis, number 18, your left fielder, is going to be your batter here. Start out the top of the fifth. Looks like we have the same pitcher on the mound for East Central. Actually, Trey Hope is going to be your batter to start off. He actually was the batter in the box in the top of the fourth, right before they got the third out on us. So he will move back to the box here to start out the top of the fifth. Rayleigh Curtis going to be your on-deck man. Trey Hope to lead us off here in the top of the fifth. Curveball called a strike. Looked low to me. I think everybody else thought it was low too. 0-1. That fastball just misses. 1-1. So Hope 0 for 1 this evening. That curveball misses low. Count's going to move to 2-0. Big swing and a miss. It's going to even it up. 2-2. That ball almost gets by the pitcher. Well, excuse me, almost slips out of his hand. Just saw a little bit of lightning. Hopefully the umpires are not going to stop this game. 3-2, full count here on Trey Hope. Hope hits a little chopper. First catcher actually ends up fielding it. He throws it. Not going to be able to get Hope, so credit Hope with a hit there. So Trey Hope hits a little chopper out in front of the plate. This just as good as a bunt. Catcher has to pop out of his stance. He does, but he could not throw Hope out in time. So Hope is your base runner. Got a little thunder rumbling in the background. Rayleigh Curtis, your left fielder, is your batter. Lightning up 4-0. First pitch to Curtis, upstairs and outside, 1-0. So Seegers is the pitcher on the mound for East Central. He has thrown 74 pitches. He started the game. Curtis squares, pulls back. Hope takes off, steals the base. So now Rayleigh Curtis has a runner in scoring position with no outs here in the top of the fifth. Curtis is 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now is the count on Curtis. Curtis squares around and bunts. It's going to foul it off. It's going to even it out, 2-2. Curtis drills one to left. It might get out of here. That hits off the base of the wall. So Curtis is going to have a stand-up double. Hope going to move from second to third. We still have no outs here. In the top of the fifth, Zach Grossman is your batter. Grossman hitting a solo shot in the first inning to put the first run on the board for the Lightning. Now has an opportunity to put more runs on the board. First pitch from Seegers. Called a ball inside. So runners on second and third, no out. Zach Grossman's your batter. Takes ball number 2 in the dirt there. That pitch misses inside. 3-0 now. It's going to be the count. That ball is ripped to left. Hope's going to score. Rayleigh Curtis, his speed is going to score. Zach Grossman has a stand-up, actually a double. He ends up sliding into second base. So credit Grossman with a double that hit in the gap between center and left. It was a rope. He scored 2 runs there. So credit him with a 2 RBI double. Pushes Evangel's lead to 6-0. Asher Evans, third baseman, number 44, in the box now. Kemp Swords, your batter on deck. Evans hits a fly ball to left. Center fielder says, I got it. He does. Grossman looks like he wanted to tag, but he could not. So Asher Evans flies out to center field for the first out here in the top of the fifth. Brings up number 11, your shortstop, Kemp Swords. Swing and a miss. First pitch fastball. Swords swings and misses. That ball's outside. Got to even it up, 1-1. So Evangel, 1 out here, top of the fifth. Runner in scoring position on second. That last pitch is called a strike on Swords. 1-2 now is going to be the count. That pitch is called strike, so Sword will go down looking there. Appeared to be a little low and outside. Umpire caught it pretty quickly, though. So 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Casey Gables is your batter. He fouls this one out of play. That pitch is going to get by the catcher. Grossman's going to advance from second to third. Count's going to be 1-1 to KC Gables. That ball hits him. So Gable's going to advance to first on the hit by pitch. So Evangel has a man on first and third with 2 outs here. Caleb Cranford now taking off his shin guards so he can step into the box. So Caleb Cranford in the box now for Evangel. Big swing and a miss there. 0-1. Casey Gables is trying to get himself in a rundown. Pitcher is not going to bite, so he's going to try it on down to second. Rain starting to pick up a little more here. Umbrellas are out. If I have to shut the live stream down for whatever reason, you'll know why. Cranford hits a ball down the right field side. First baseman gave it his best effort, but he could not quite catch it. It's going to hit in foul territory, so he'll be back with another swing. So Cranford, big swing and a miss there on the third strike. That's going to end the top of the fifth. Evangel still leading 6-0. Umpires, I'm sure, are going to have a conversation here in a minute about this rain. Looks like they're going to let them play from now still. All right. All right, so they're saying everybody's got to get in the dugout, so I'm going to shut the live stream down.